Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you again. So, today, pretty much it's going to be impromptu. It's probably not going to be that long of a video. However, you never know. The spontaneous does happen. Anyway, so, and the inspirational does happen. So, one of the things I wanted to touch on is that, I remember because I review my own videos, and one of the videos I said, like when my mother came to visit and I had to set boundaries, I said I didn't have triggers, and I looked back and I was like, oh my God. Later on, I was saying, I'm like, it was a trigger. So I'm just letting you guys know that in clarity of it all, because sometimes we can say stuff, we just talk. And then that's the reason why I'm reviewing my videos, because remember, I'm mastering myself. So in order to master myself and to get better, I'm watching my videos to review my own self also. So I had said that my mother didn't set a trigger. She was a trigger. Because anytime you actually go through the experience that I had with her, where I had to meditate and process, that's a trigger. It just so happens, maybe I probably was thinking, I'm like, I don't want to say my mom triggered me. It's my mom. I love her. However, let me tell you, in the spiritual journey that I've been in, in the spiritual journey, I've come a long, long, long way. And the reason why I say that is because when I was living with my mother as a young teenager, me and her used to go head to head. So I know I've grown. I just know it. And I love her so much. I love my mother. And I also, becoming more conscious of yourself allows you to become more conscious of your interactions, your behaviors. When you become the objective observer, which means you remove yourself out of, it's like you're no longer living in a habitual reactive space. You're living in a more movement of ease and grace, but you're on the back end watching everything go on. It's like, well, you're watching a movie, and it's like, I'm watching myself. I'm watching the other people in interaction with me. And let me tell you, I've heard other people talk about this. I can't remember a specific person that has talked about this. However, it's been a scenario or a statement that I've heard before where you can become the objective observer. Now, it's stage of consciousness. I'm not clear on that either. One day, maybe I'll kind of touch on the stages of consciousness that I've actually been aware of. But that is one that is amazing to me, that when you can step outside of yourself and watch yourself like you are the watcher, you're the presence of Prime Source Creator, and you can see everybody's viewpoint. Now, you're not doing that when you have reactions to people that are in the scenario. Now, I've done that at work. Oh man, got to do a little clearing there with myself, but I'm doing pretty good, because there's been, my interactions with some people at work. See, I'm telling you, this whole mastery thing, let me tell you, doing this whole vortex concept right here is assisting me to master myself, even definitely at work, because I think work has been probably not my biggest thing, but I've been working at the same place it's going to be 6 years, and I'm probably finally getting out to the mastery of it a little bit more. However, I still see some things that, of course, I'm still mastering, as I said. So anyway, did get triggered from my mommy. However, but it allowed me to see the growth, because I can tell, you get a little older, however, you have to take an active role in the consciousness work that you do on yourself. It's, as I keep saying, it's like, it's not an overnight thing. If we could get drop shipped with all the consciousness, it's like, oh, you know what? Let me drop a little bit of sprinkle dust around over your head and let you become more conscious. Would you like to be more conscious? Don't you like that? It's like, I got a little sprinkle dust and I'm more conscious. That would make life so much easier, right? But the question would be, would you get the lesson? Would you know not to do it again? If somebody sprinkled some kind of dust on you to shift and change, but it's like, did you get it? Oh, you need more dust? Okay, you didn't get it. So it's like, just go through the process, because so the way Prime Source Creator set it up for us in this whole scenario of our experience, from what I'm seeing, is that we learn by experience, and we experience by experience. So it's important to have our experiences. They're good for us. But we get it. It's like, I get it. Because why did you get it? I had an experience. So you got it, huh? Yeah, I got it. Are you finished getting it? I don't know. Well, you'll know when something else comes up. You'll know if you got it or not, because you'll respond. Respond, not react. Respond. You will not be habitually reactive to your experience. You won't get angry. You won't get frustrated. You won't get irritated. Not to say that that's not an emotion that you can't have. It's just to say that it's a smoother ride when you respond and you have taken a more mastery position. So you're driving. You have a relaxing drive. Oh, doesn't this feel wonderful? Life is so good. Oh, I'm driving. Uh, Everybody's in their space and I'm in my space and everybody's happy. See, I've had those moments in my actual car where I'm driving and it's like, I'm in heaven. I'm just driving. Everybody's so perfect. I'm so grateful for everybody because we're just so perfect. It's very relaxing. I can say that. So anyway, I'll say, this life is very colorful. And you can choose what colors to paint your canvas with. A little bit of blue, a little bit of gold, a little bit of whatever color you want to make your beautiful picture or your painting. Dress it up however you want. So it's a living, breathing expression, and it's your life and it belongs to you and you can do whatever you want with it. And but with that, you have to do a little bit of clearing of things on yourself when you are aware of things happening in your life. And so being that objective observer creates that experience for you to wake up to certain things that you didn't know that were occurring in your life. So even if you, like me, make these videos and you go back and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I did say that, or I did do that. It's kind of like that. It's not like you're going in the past to access and just be like down on yourself, or just it's you taking certain things in your life and assisting yourself in your consciousness awareness experience so that you can live more of the life that you choose to. When you want certain things in your life to occur, you are the master of the manifestation, as you've heard that word, I'm sure said many of times if you're in that genre of, the spiritual world, manifestation. I've gotten to the place of creation because I feel that we're creators. So you create from your experience what you choose. And once you get out of the place of no longer being on autopilot, as one of my spiritual sisters says, she's like, you being on autopilot. When you're on autopilot, you're reacting in habitual behaviors. And some people don't even realize that because they're that unconscious about their experience or whatever has triggered them. So you've got the trigger, and then you have the reaction to the trigger. And then some people just stop there. They'll have the reaction to the trigger, and then that's it. They don't work on it. So the next step is to work on it. If you become aware that you have a trigger, it's like, why did I just get so irritated? So you start asking yourself some questions. So you know that you've moved on to another phase of your experience when you start asking yourself questions. Why did I act like that? Why did you act like that? Pause. Take some time. Contemplate. Listen to yourself. Get in a quiet place. Take a breath. Why did you act like that? It's okay that you acted like that. But then the next phase, if you want to move beyond the acting like that, listen to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Because if you take yourself from a place of reacting to something that occurs in your experience, because that's how you grow. And know that the people that are around you are your teachers. Oh, believe me, I tell you one thing. I've had one of the best teachers. Oh, boy. He's a Scorpio. Nothing against Scorpios. Nothing against Scorpios. Love you all. Love all signs. Quite honestly, we're all supposed to, my belief is that we're all supposed to master all the signs, because we really are all the signs on the zodiac. You're everything. But that's my belief. I believe I'm everything. I'm every sign. So if there's a certain part of it, because that person, that Scorpio, wouldn't be in my life if I didn't have any aspects of him that I needed to master for myself. Wake up and smell some coffee. So when you're getting triggered by something or someone in your life, it is a wake-up call to let you know that's your stuff. Hello. Hi. It's saying hello. It could be subtle. Hello. It could be loud. Hello. It can be any way where it needs to get your attention if it hasn't gotten your attention already. So, with that being said, you have the ability to master yourself. So I encourage you to do so whenever you're ready. And you'll know when you're ready. I'll say, whenever you're ready, it'll probably be because you're so tired of having that experience over and over and over again. That's kind of funny, huh? You'll have it over and over again. You're like, I can't stop this. I don't know why I keep having these experiences. And then maybe somebody will come into your life and say, you know why you're having those experiences? Because there's something inside of you that you probably need to clear and deal with. And then you go, how do I do that? Well, what you can do is you go into a quiet space and just be with yourself. Just, if you have children and you have a husband and you have somebody in your life that can, take the children out for some ice cream or do something so you can be with yourself. Take some time with yourself and just, even if you want to listen to some nice, calm music and just relax for a minute and not, it's not to say that you can't have some alcohol, but don't start abusing something. Just connect into yourself and be quiet and just listen to even if you listen to your breathing, just get in a quiet space and start there. And if you start getting into a quiet space, that's going to open up an ability for you to tune into yourself. Now, like my statement says all the time, it's not going to happen overnight. Now, not to say, quite honestly, anything can happen. Anything is possible because remember I said you are the creator. So if you said, I want to get this message immediately within 24 hours, or I want to get it in an hour, it can happen. It's possible. because you have that ability now. Certain things have opened up where energetically we have that capacity to tune into ourselves much more faster than ever before because there's energy coming in. And that's a whole nother subject. But anyway, so this is my impromptu video. Like I said, anything's possible. I didn't even think I was going to be on here this long. It's 15:21. Anyway, so I wanted to touch on that. And then I also wanted to touch on, okay, so Valentine's Day just passed by, right? And so I personally don't specifically celebrate the day of Valentine's Day. I feel like love is every day, and you should express that love every day. You should tell your loved ones how much you love them every day, as often as possible when you get off the phone with them, or when you're leaving from where they are. Tell them that you love them, because nothing is promised. And so, since nothing is promised and you don't know what their assignment, I'll call it an assignment, their assignment on this planet is for between you and them and you tell them that you love them. And then you move on to the next thing and the next experience. So my honey, it's so cute. He's so adorable. So because I don't have any expectations about this Valentine's Day thing, because I don't consider one day for someone to tell me how much I love someone, or that I need hearts and flowers and all that kind of stuff, it's like, I don't need all that. All I need to know is that I love me first, and that because I love me first, I have the ability for someone else to love me freely, easily, without any kind of expectation of what I should do or not do, any confinement. I'm not imprisoned. I'm completely free. And love is honorable and peaceful and joyful, and it's free. So I have the ability to connect with others freely in love. And I get to spread love by saying, I love you every day of my life. So my honey actually, like I said, I had no expectation of him calling me. So I'm at work. So he texts me in the morning to tell me that he loves me. Actually, I have to read the message. So sweet. The only reason why I'm reading the message is because it was just so sweet. It's like, I'll take it. Let me see. Oh, there it is. So the message said, it was a sweet message. I love you. I'm not going to read everything. I love you, my queen. Happy Valentine's Day. There's more on there. But like I said, I'm not going to read everything. And then he calls me while I'm at work. And I'm like glowing, and he's glowing, and he just wanted to let me know that he loved me. Like he wanted to say it physically. So he texted me and he said it and called me. So of course, as you see this shining smile on my face, I'm like, ah. And it's so funny because everybody in the office knew that, like, because obviously my energy shifted because I'm talking to him on the phone. I'm like, hi, honey. Hi. Well, actually, I don't call him honey. I call him my love, or he's just so sweet. I love him so much. But anyway, so yeah, I had no expectations. So I know that I had touched on that I was going to go a little deeper into expectations. It looks like it's going to need to be another video because I do have some past history of going through my own expectation issue. And that's when I had expectations, but it wasn't even it didn't have to do with Valentine's Day. It just had to do with another guy that I was interested in before I got to this place where I have like someone in my life who wants to call me and text me on Valentine's Day, because I've pretty much expanded in my experience to get to this place. Because let me tell you, This is the first time in my whole life that I've had someone actually text and call me on this whole Valentine's expression day. Even though, like I said, I don't have any expectations about it. Like, I'm not hooked into the whole, I think it's programming, but that's just my viewpoint. It's programming. All the holidays to me are programming, and I don't get hooked into the whole concept. However, the energetic field of these particular holidays and connections with people, it is important for people to connect with their family when it's time, like Christmas and, all those holidays, Thanksgiving. It's great to connect to the family. I feel like that's very, very important. So if it brings people and families together, I say yes, yes, yes. And lots of love and connection. But as far as somebody telling me when there's a specific day to celebrate something, no. I'm going to celebrate the days that I want to celebrate the way I want to when it's aligned with divinity, when it's aligned with divine prime source creator. That's how I want to celebrate. And usually I kind of pretty much feel there's a feeling that comes in when there is a celebration that's in order. And people, I'm sure, have that kind of interconnection. People who are tuned in and turned on have an interconnection to know when there's a celebration time that's supposed to be done anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video, and I'm so grateful for you and thank you for listening. I am so honored by your presence here. I'm honored for your life. I'm honored for the things that you're doing to love and change and express more love for yourselves. So I say happy Love Day to you today. Today, on this very day, I say happy Love Day to you, to all the lovers of the world and all the lovers of life and all the love that surrounds each and every one of you. I am so grateful for you being love because you were made from love, and I'm just grateful for you. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video, and I'm so grateful for you again and love you. Be well, be good to yourself, be kind.